So we gotta make some amends today. Once again, we're up before everyone else. And we need to do one, water the garden really heavily. You guys watched me make a huge mistake yesterday. I had to turn on the water. You guys watched me make a huge mistake yesterday. In my haste to get rid of the slugs, I decided to water my garden, to salt my garden, because in my mind, I'm like, oh, well, salt kills slugs. So, logically, that should help get rid of the slug problem. What I didn't know, which apparently people are like, didn't you read in history? No, I didn't know. So what I didn't know was that salt is actually kind of fatal to your plants because it dehydrates them. So now we have to amend my mistakes. So I'll show you all the damage that it caused. I made a video yesterday right after I saw it. But basically, with certain things, we might be starting over. With other things, we're gonna water heavily. So I'll go through and show you which is which, and then we'll go through and finish planting out the raised garden bed. My husband and I got up yesterday, and we got all of the rest of the soil that I needed. So we're gonna finish our raised garden bed today. Yay! All right, so this is one of the things. Y'all saw me put a lot of salt on this, and so it's not happy. Shockingly, my cabbage is looking fine over there, but this, which is my, I think, collards, is not. So I might end up pulling that one. These never really took off, so I might just start those all over again. Over here, we have the potatoes that I threw it on, and I don't know if something came and ate that, or if it's just, girl, you screwed up real bad. Here's some of the other ones. Now these are my potatoes again, so I'm not too worried about them, because as we know, the potatoes are underneath, but it's definitely gonna harm it from flowering. So we'll decide whether that's worth it or not to keep it. Some looks fine, and then others not so much. I did throw a little bit on my new starts, which are looking pretty unaffected, which is good. Over here, as you can see, the little edges of my strawberries, they felt it, but still I think it'll be okay. And then we have the salad greens and a little bit of the volunteer tomatoes that were affected. But I'm not, honestly, it's gonna sound bad, but there's so many volunteer tomatoes, I'm not mad about that. I really was about to pull them out anyway, because I just knew that there's no need for me to have this many orange cherry tomatoes, you know what I mean? So I'm not terribly upset with that, because they're growing, but they're also taking up space in the garden where I need to start putting. So I think what I'm gonna do is really get in here later on today and heavily pull out the things that I know for a fact I don't want, and then reseed with, you know, more lettuce and kale and stuff. Shockingly, it's supposed to be like 80 degrees today, and so we shall see what's going to happen. I put a little bit in this bed, but it still seems relatively unaffected. Now, I will say the one thing that I did do once I realized my mistake was I ran right back through with blood meal to try to provide more nitrogen to everything. And I also read, oh, my garden bed is tearing up. Look at this. Well, not really. It's just dented in, I guess. So we're gonna have to bend that back. Anyway, so I did hear that if you're really worried about it, you can put it in like the gypsum, I think it's called, and I do have some. And that's those calcium granulates are supposed to. I don't even know what my face looked like, y'all. I just got dressed and came outside. I ain't even washed my face. Like I said, the family's still asleep, so. But the gypsum is supposed to help, like, soak up what the salt molecules does to the garden. So, all in all, like I said, even though sad that I screwed up, I've only been gardening since 2020. So, mistakes are bound to happen. Either way, let's go ahead and get started and fill in this raised bed because I'm so excited to plant it out. I have tomatoes that are in desperate need of getting in the ground, so we need to get this done. So one of the things I love about Garden Minutes, which is also why I reached out to them so fast, was because I saw that it came with its own watering system. It has its own, like, the garden grid watering system. It comes in a square foot design. It's made specifically for this bed. And not only does it water your products well, it also comes in the square foot design, so that way we can finally get started with square foot gardening. So let's stop talking about it and let's put it together. Again, if you'd like to get your own Garden Minute system, follow the link below. Use my code Natasha for a discount. Without further ado, let's get started. So this is what comes in the box. You get this, as well as connections to your watering system. Okay, so this is easy to put together. So it comes with these sides that are just open, and then it has these sides here which are closed. Now you want to get it in past the second lip. So I just wiggle back and forth until they all start going in. Now you lay it in. Let's see, since my the holes are like firmly in the middle. So I don't think it really matters which side you put it on. We're gonna do it this side. So now that that's done, here goes my favorite part. It's time to plant all of the plants that we have. So let's talk about the plan for that. So I really wanted to go well this time. So I'm thinking I'm going to do all of my tomatoes in the middle. We're going to try to trellis in the middle. And then on the outside, I really want a bunch of pepper plants. I think we're going to do some herbs. And then on the very corners, I think we're going to do like our squash and zucchini. And maybe, hopefully, this will do the best use of the system. We shall see. Let's go. Look at these tomatoes. They are massive. It needed to be in the ground a long time ago. show you something. So I got these garden domes, I think they're called. They're like the humidity domes that you can put on your stuff. So my pepper plants were struggling and they were super tiny. And so literally just like 2-3 days ago, it hasn't been a week, I decided to put these, you see the garden domes here? I decided to put them under the garden domes, and look. I'm trying to be, look at that. They've gotten so big. That struggled. Must have got hit or something. But these are happy. I'm gonna move those into the ground, and we're gonna put humidity domes on each of them and see if we can get solid things. But here is all of my tomato plants that I have. All of them are not getting planted, but these are what we have to pick from. When my daughter had her graduation party, I told everybody, like, take a plant. We got too many, take a plant. And apparently they didn't take enough. I had a tomatillo, which I kind of feel like is this. I could be wrong, but it's looking different than the rest. So I'm assuming this is my tomatillo, which we're gonna make sure it gets planted. A mix of Aroma and beefsteak. So this has tomatillo. What we got in? Squirrels. Okay. Y'all, I'm not that far removed from the city that when I hear things rustling in the woods, I'm like, hold up. Okay. All right, so I got eggs. Now, I did see this on from Roots and Refuge Farm on YouTube. It's just, she says, put an egg in there with your tomatoes. And she said hers just grow better that way. My first couple I did so, and I can't say I hated it. They did well. I don't, did I try one without? I'm trying to think. I don't think I tried any without, so I don't know the other way. Now, since these are tall, we're gonna dig as deep as we can get. Because these suckers need to go as far down as possible. This is good. Oh, it's very root bound. The roots are coming out the bottom. Look at that. These need to go in the ground a while ago. Anyway, let's see. So what you do is you crack an egg, and you put it in. Just crunch it a little bit. And then pinch these off. Just stir at the bottom a little bit. Stick it in. I don't know what I try. We're gonna try. We're gonna try to keep the gloves on today. Try to keep the gloves on. And then put this all back in. Now, you know what I thought about? I got supports for these. Let's put those in first. Plan for the garden about a couple days ago, and I saw these at Aldi's, and I was like, ooh, this could work. It's supposed to be a vegetable tower. It didn't have a picture of it. So we're winging it and hoping that it's everything I need it to be. I just need it to be like one long trellis. That'll make me happy. Oh, yeah. This is what I need. think what we're going to do is put 2 of them up. Without killing my plants that I just put in. Okay, so that's one side. And I'm going to do the exact same thing on the opposite side. Now we're probably going to find something to do it higher later, but for now, this works. I love the smell of tomato plants. Ooh. You should see me back here. Now this one is hopefully my tomatillo. Now this one's struggling a bit, but it's also my tomatillo, I think, because it's different than any of the other plants. The leaves are different. And I know I had one tomatillo that was surviving. So we're going to try to maybe this one. I guess I got to put another support on there just to make sure I want this one to live. It needs to get stronger. Alright, that's all of this side. Let's move to the next. Now I decided to do a baby one so I can hopefully grow big and strong. I don't need them all growing at the same time. It feels like it wants to rain again. I need to be close to my baby. So far it's cloudy, a little hazy. This one's struggling in the dress. Let's get you out of here. She didn't have any roots at all. Real novel, bro. All right, so if you want a quick gardening tip, when you go to Home Depot, I know now is the time that if our peppers didn't start well, like you see mine are super small, we all go to Home Depot and we go get us some peppers. Well, if you can, even with peppers or any other kind of vegetable that you grab, if you can avoid getting just one, do so. What you want to try to do is find where there's two inside of a pot. So where these were 3 for $12, now you got 6 for $12. That's a money saving tip. Now I'm gonna sprinkle these little ones throughout. Now I don't know if this will work, but I'm gonna try with these little baby peppers. I don't know why I'm even going so deep. With these little baby peppers that I have, I'm gonna try to put, because I need to use up these I need to use up those eggs anyway. Oh, it's raining so bad. Now I have this little pepper plant. I'm going to transplant this into here. Now, I don't know whether the egg will be useful for it, but we're going to try it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that garden dome on it again, since it's so tiny. To one, protect it from any kind of critters. And then two, also help it grow. There you go. Grow, baby, grow. Same thing with this one. We're gonna drop in. I don't know if you can see me at all. Same thing over here. We're gonna take this baby plant. We're going to put a hole, drop that in, use it, and then pull that one out. See? Then we're gonna take this pepper plant. I'm not even going to disturb the roots. We're just gonna put it in. They want to grow, so let's see if they can grow. Hopefully the egg helps. I'm not sure. It's an experiment on the pepper plants. I just had extra, so if I got extra, we're gonna use them. Oh, here, I got a Cherokee purple. I forgot I picked up a Cherokee purple. Let's go ahead and put that one in because I want that one to really grow. I've heard everybody keeps talking about it has a smoky flavor and how good it is, so we're going to try that. It's actually not that big, so we don't have to go as deep as with the rest. It's still deep enough. Now, if I didn't have the square foot grid, I probably would have put it right here in the middle so I could stake it up to this. But since we're actually trying square foot gardening this year, we're gonna see if this works. You know, I just thought about it. I'm gonna put those two pepper plants together. Pinch it off. Pinch it on. And we'll do this one too. Hey, try not to scratch it because it scars it, which then can open it up to pests and everything else. Easy peasy. Grow, baby, grow. With the gardening minute system, no need to worry about top watering anymore. Now, you just turn it on and it waters itself. How cool is this? Well, friends, thank you all for watching. I think we're pretty much done for the day. And thank you all for taking the time to be here with me in my little small space of the internet. My name is Natasha here at My Bougie Farmhouse. I do DIY gardening and interior design, home decor videos. You like those type of videos? Follow along. I try to be on a semi-regular schedule. But thank you all for being with me today. And until next time.